Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing great. So in today's video, I'm going to review the Wet n Wild Photofocus foundation which has just launched on Nykaa. So Nykaa has recently launched Wet n Wild on their website and I'm so happy about the fact that Wet n Wild is finally available here in India. So basically Wet n Wild is a cruelty-free and vegan brand which is quite affordable at the same time. Last time when Milani was launched on Nykaa, the prices were a bit too high. Actually, the prices are quite high, I would say. But this time that they have launched Wet n Wild, I'm so happy about the fact that the prices are not that high. It is still affordable and you can still get the products. So let's begin with the price of this foundation. So basically this foundation retails for 599 Indian rupees and the amount of product that you get is 1 fluid ounces or 30 ml of product. This foundation can be used up to 12 months from the date of opening. Now coming to the number of shades, basically this foundation is available in 20 different shades, but on Nykaa I don't know why only 5 shades have been launched, and the worst part is that there are actually no shades for deeper or darker skin tones, and this kind of really disappoints me. So I hope that Nykaa soon comes up with all the shades or at least a few more shades so that everyone can actually try out this foundation. So the shade that I got for myself is a Puff Bisque. I initially wanted to get the shade Golden Beige for myself, but that went out of stock so quickly that I just couldn't get that shade for myself. So I thought let's just get a Puff Bisque because it is closest to Golden Beige. Now basically what the foundation claims is that on the website the foundation says that this is basically your skin only but better kind of a foundation. So apart from that, this foundation claims to avoid any kind of photo flashbacks. So when you are applying a foundation and taking a picture, especially with a flash on, we often get a white cast and a photo flashback which looks really ugly and disgusting. So it is actually going to avoid any kind of flashbacks, and it says that it has been tested under 7 light conditions with top smartphone models, which sounds really awesome. Now coming to the packaging, so basically the foundation comes in a glass bottle like this with a plastic cap over it which you have to twist to open, and once you open the foundation you can see basically that inside it comes with a spatula like this. It does not come with a pump. Now I'm not a big fan of this kind of packaging because I prefer a pump with my foundation and I just don't like touching the foundation wand with my face. Now I have been using this foundation from last few days and I have used this foundation over 6 or 7 times. So I think I'm finally ready with my thoughts on the foundation, which I am going to share with you guys. But before that, I am going to insert a clip over here and show you guys how the foundation applies with a brush and a sponge. On this side of my face, I'm going to use a brush. On this side of my face, as you can see that the foundation is actually blending quite well with the help of the brush. Go over with a second layer and see how the foundation layers up, and as you can see that the foundation is actually layering up quite well, so you can definitely build up the coverage if you want to. This side of my face I'm going to use a sponge. On this side of my face, as I am using a sponge, I am going to apply a little bit more product because I know that the sponge is going to eat up a little bit of the foundation. So as you can see that the foundation is actually blending equally well with the sponge as well. So this is how the foundation looks on my face after blending it with the brush and with the sponge. So clearly this foundation blends really well with the sponge as well as with the brush. Now once the foundation is blended on the skin, it looks really pretty on the skin, and this foundation has a matte finish. The coverage that is provided by this foundation is medium, but the coverage is buildable. This foundation is also waterproof. So now I'm just going to go ahead and do an oxidation test for you guys. So I'm just going to take this foundation and apply it on the back of my hand and leave it there for roughly 15 minutes, and then I'll come back and apply some fresh foundation. And as you can see that this foundation does oxidize. As I was telling you guys before that I have been using this foundation for quite a few times now, so I think I'm finally ready with my thoughts on this foundation. So the first thing that I would like to share with you guys is that one thing I've noticed about this foundation is that it really doesn't settle in my creases or my fine lines. The next thing that I would like to share is that I personally have an oily T-zone, and most of the foundations by the end of the day they make my T-zone quite oily and shiny, but for this foundation, it really doesn't make my T-zone oily or shiny by the end of the day, and this makes me feel that this foundation is going to be really great for people with oily skin type. And for people with a dry skin type, let me mention that I personally have dry cheeks, like my cheeks are very dry, and I've not really seen this foundation making my skin very dry or drying out my skin. It doesn't cling to your dry patches. Apart from that, I've seen that this foundation stays on my face for a really long time. Like, it stays on my face intact for about 6 to 7 hours, which is a really long time. One thing that I don't like about the foundation is the way it smells, because it kind of smells very chemically. Now, apart from this, I think that the foundation looks really pretty on the face. So overall, I would say that I think I really love the finish of this foundation, and I really love the longevity of this foundation because it stays for quite a long time, and I also love the blendability because I think it blends beautifully on your skin. With that, I think I've pretty much covered everything, but yes, if you guys still have any questions, do ask me in the comment section. I will definitely answer your questions, and if I miss out on anything, I will mention it on the screen or down in the description box, so make sure you go and check out the description box. So I think we come to the end of this video. With that, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I will see you guys again in my next video. Till then, take care.